As I said, y'all, on this channel, we also talk high school football, and we got to talk about the game of the week. For MaxPreps, it's in Georgia, and it's going to be Collins Hill versus Grayson. Now, last year, Grayson led this game practically the entire way, but Collins Hill storms back, gets back into the game. They're down 20-3 to end up winning, or 19-3 to end up winning 20-19. Now, mind you, that was the only blemish for Grayson all year long, and they end up winning a state championship in 6A. They also met again in the playoffs, and Grayson handled business there, obviously winning that game. But this is a must-see game. You got two of the best defenses in the state. On one side, you got Davin Deuce-Gerald's LSU commit. You also have Cachero Weapons, who committed to Purdue. You also have a strong linebacking core for the Collins Hill Eagles and a really good secondary as well to go with everything that they got, obviously, at the helm. Makari Cross comes back at the quarterback position. And then for Grayson, you have the UNC commit at the quarterback spot, who is obviously Travis Burgess. Burgess is obviously a stud player. We know what he could do, obviously, on the gridiron. Led them to a state championship, obviously, last season. A lot of hype around him. Rightfully so. He played, obviously, in the Elite 11 as well. And we always know with Grayson, you're always going to have a good stable of backs. That's never going to change. Now, some of the top guys, obviously, at the playmaker spot, Jonathan Stafford and Hannibal Nieves is obviously guys to watch there. Grayson always has a pretty good offensive line as well, so it'll be a team that's right back at the forefront in 6A, for being honest. And then defensively, stout once again, right? TK Cunningham, always got guys on that defensive line that's ready to take over and do damage. Best linebacking core in the country, and obviously Tyler Atkinson, who's committed to Texas, and obviously the Ole Miss commit in Anthony Davis. But the secondary part is underrated. Nobody talks about it, but they got London Goggins, who's ready to come in. He's been playing pretty well here. He'll be a guy to watch, obviously, defensively at the safety spot. And Riley Drew, man, kid is a stud. Just picked up another offer, coming and starting as a sophomore for the Grayson program. Now, I know they say that they rotate their guys and different things like that, but the fact that he started and played that early, that shows how good an elite he is. So when it comes down to it, man, it's just, can you not turn over the football? It's going to be a grinded out game. No lead is safe, as we've seen with both of these teams. And who will dominate early on, I think, is the biggest question when you look at the game of the week of these two teams. And outside of Milton Buford, this is the marquee game to watch. Outside of these two, you obviously have to go to Douglas County, North Gwinnett. But these are some of the best games of the week, 100%. And then outside of those three, you go Rome Creekside. But this is definitely one of the best games to watch. D1 talent everywhere, all over the field. Two really great head coaches, obviously, and Drew Swick, who is continuing to turn around this team. When you look at Collins Hill, before he came, obviously, they won a state championship with Lenny Gregory, and obviously Travis Hunter Jr., obviously had Sam Horn. But after they left, remember, Collins Hill's kind of in a little bit of a rut. Comes in the first year, take them to the playoffs, they upset North Cobb. Since then, they continue to progress and get better and better. So this guy knows what he's doing. Elite coach, obviously, for the Collins Hill Eagles. And then you look at the Grayson side, one of the youngest head coaches to ever win a state championship in history. You look at Centavius Bryant, another really good head coach that's young, 4 championships so far for the Grayson Rams. Obviously a powerhouse here in the state of Georgia. So he's a really good coach as well. Also, obviously, have Coach Stokowski, and then they also have Coach Gene Carswell as well. So both coaching staffs are phenomenal. Both have really good players. It's a barn-burning game, and I can't believe it's not going to be on TV unless GBB or somebody else picks it up. But from what I heard, it's not going to be, obviously, on there. But I think it's going to be a free live stream on MaxPreps. But one of the best games to watch week 1 of the Georgia high school football season. But who y'all got, though? Let's hear y'all thoughts. Grayson or Collins Hill?